Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Friday, number 3 day for the month for May 2024. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where it bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our people them abroad and home, our asylum seekers, refugees, IDPs, political prisoners, I bring una all revolutionary greetings. Today, we want to start for talk about the issue of election, presidential election in the camp for La République du Cameroon, and the People's Right Advocative Platform, who have been a chairman, who get our position, who push them, we hold the best interest for Ambazonia at heart, because we, the People's Platform, we put the peoples first, and that is what we are meant to do. Our fellow country people them. For this war, for anybody to succeed, you need to know the place where your success go to come. If your success is going to come, you the hope that say go come for the international community, then you need to know the need for we for align our interests with the interests of the international community before we go get our traction. If you not get nothing common with somebody, they will not get nothing for talk. You will be obliviated. So our country people them, election na a very important instrument for international law, and I think where the whole world it get interest for. Each time every country it get presidential election, the whole world their attention they turn towards that country, even when they like them or not. Now the thing where we get them, we get them in common with the international community. But if they turn, they look and say election it come for Ambazonia, for La République, and the position for we for Ambazonia, for our liberation movement, all those things that they get the opinion, them will shape opinion them for our territory, will influence and sustain the campaign for our resistance. If our own solution now no will become Mr. No, then we not get anything in common with the international community, even in common with the enemies of our enemy, La République du Cameroon central government. When we not get any interest with anybody, nobody no go listen for us, we could also forfeit the right for be able to make our case. But when we get common interest with other people then it give them the propensity for listen for we and for pay attention, because they know say we all will talk the same language. Elections are very important and they plays a vital role in international consideration. And Ambazonia must not become Mr. No to everything. We are not Mumu. We are not Mumu. Fellow Ambazonian, the position of the People's Right Advocative Platform is in line with this thinking. We must align our interests with the international interests for us to have the capacity and the ability to gain traction in the advocacy of the right of our people, even when we have different objectives. Our objective is that we don't want any election in our territory under the control of the Cameroon government while the status quo still exists. But if we push our objective that we don't want any election at all, we don't even want to talk about the topic of election, then we don't have any interest in common with anybody that is reasonable in the international community and even the friends, the enemies of La République du Cameroon. For us to be able to have traction, we must share the same interests with the international community. Elections. Yes, we want election. That is the position of the People's Right Advocative Platform. But we have a condition for this election to take place. We want the ballot box to include autonomy for Ambazonia. The peace plan paper should be included in the election for any election to take place in our territory. This position does not mean that we support Cameroon election in Ambazonia. It simply means that we have a common interest with the international community. We all want elections, but we want election that will be meaningful to our people. That is why we say that we want election with autonomy in the ballot box or no election at all. At least it gives indication to the international community that we all have interest, a common interest of having election, but not election that have no consequences or relevance to our people. We also acknowledge to our people to understand that according to the law of the Cameroon state, election have no threshold. That means in an election where 2 million people are registered voter, if only 5 people participated in that election, it is considered valid and legal. So in every area in Ambazonia that has a Cameroon military barracks, those Cameroon military barracks are eligible voters, and only those military barracks, when they vote, their votes will count and it will be considered legal both internationally and domestically. But in any case, even if our people were to boycott and the Cameroon election take place, and we are sure it will take place, it should take place with Ambazonia informing the world that yes, elections are good, yes, we agree in principle that elections should take place. But if elections should take place, the autonomy must be in the ballot paper, otherwise we reject any election and we ask our people to boycott any such election that makes no meaning or add no value to the life and the aspiration of our people. We also acknowledge that it will be better if we have opposition leaders, if we have people who oppose the regime, people who support a negotiated settlement to end the war, to be on the ballot box. But how successful can that be when there is a war, when there is no negotiated settlement? We cannot have election without any political settlement of this crisis. And we must use this as a bargain, because the Cameroon government knows the importance of election and they want to be seen by the international community as carrying out election. We should use this opportunity that Paul Biya, you love election so much. If you want election, you must include devolution as part of the ballot paper for election to be able to take place in our territory. But if we take the position of Mr. No, we will reject everything is a non-starter, we will also forfeit. There is a cost to that. We will also forfeit the ears of the international communities. We will become irrelevant and we will be in the shadow. We have to be on that stage. We have to fight for the voice of our people to be heard. In every corny way, we must make sure we do just that. As a matter of fact, La République du Cameroun want Ambazonia to dismiss the election. It is the interest for the regime that we reject everything so that our voice is not even heard. Like I began give an example. Time way for Congo, the small Congo, they want to make their grand national dialogue because this dialogue nothing for francophone country them. The president be talk say it be open for all man, but when the opposition leader way it be in the diaspora, he talks say okay, he go come, then decide for close their sky them, because indeed they don't want any voice where you go get reasoning, you go get strong valid points them, and they go prefer say me go be radical. They go support and sponsor the most radical ones amongst us. Those are what our people must shine their eye to know the reality. We must be able to debate and talk so that our people can adopt the best position for their aspiration and for the betterment of our people. Today, as we enter for weekend, my country people, I go take time for explain for una some few things them. Our critics, they talk say we want just end war. They job for enemy them for peace. They job for people them way na saboteurs. Now for come for misrepresent way to all the talk, for twist way to all the talk, lie about way to all the talk, because these are enemies of our progress, enemies of the progress of the people. When I need for know, we need to just come and say we want to end this war. We come and say we want to bring solution where go bring lasting peace and it go guarantee we say we go get independence. So we come now for independence. This solution for devolution now the only way we will get independence. Any other way it will only make we lose future chances than for get independence. No man no day way it don't come say it get plan for recognition or liberation by force. All man don't talk, international expert, local expert, they don't talk. Say we no get liberation by force, we no get liberation by recognition. Cameroon also don't surrender, they don't change their position. So now time for we also for soften our stand for make sure say we will not enter for total loss scenario, but make we guarantee say we get that independence true. So the one na first step for we say we will make some more concession and then we will get independence. Another thing way they try for confuse una, we sabotage them, and momos they try for confuse una. Now for talk say We don't go choose na. We never go choose na independence. We want na independence. No, we want na independence. Na say na the only way this will get them. Any other way na ye way. It go do can make a me or tinkan chakara ukakan losses na losses all. We no fit the gamble with independence. To do one na the only way. We all know so we no fit win the war by war. La Republic says they no fit win the war completely. But the war as it dey so na La Republic don't win. Because for them, they don't mind. Their army, they can't fight for our territory, gather money, go back for their country, they go to chop them in freedom. The war not be interested in democracy again for Africa because of the war where they go on for Ukraine, where they reset the international war order. And beside, Paul Biya too, it don't over all way, they not still get interest. They don't give you some freedom where if you do whatever you want for transition because the war be more interested in stability for Cameroon. So we know all these facts. Maybe say we talk and we go discourage your man. No, because if you only fight now on a solid ground. So this one will be important. Cameroon said no say they not win we outrightly, completely. But as things they so for them now already winning this for them. They already lost the war before when they accept for change their position. We need for another one. And even more important, now they think they wouldn't concede. Concede means that they think they wouldn't give up. You must give up something then before you want get political solution. One of the things the way La Republic be done bring them, that's on their position where Paul Biya be writes on documents sitting for Francois Mitterrand, Tawe be talk say he be been a very good French students for lend their colonial politics them. He talks he be best pass even Amadou Ahidjo. Amadou Ahidjo, their idea for La Republic be been a say we the Southern Cameroon and the Northern Cameroon will be join Nigeria. So we'll be being a part of their own country, La Republic where they be lost some. Say the two territory them, they be just give one now for Britain, say make Britain begin control them. Give one for France, make France begin control them. Say it be been at one country. But so they be one for assimilate we wouldn't come back for join the media assimilate we. All that way they be the talk and a lie. Now why that way be the talk say we'll get Anglophone problem, they be the talk for the beginning of this struggle say there is no Anglophone problem. But they don't repent, they don't accept this their mistake, they don't consider me so we don't defeat them by war. If we not be fight the war, they not forever agree. Now why that way they become talk say, yes, they don't agree, so we'll be in a unique territory we come out from our history from the British Southern Cameroon. Now for our own part, it be okay for we for also accept some mistake then we'll be the doer. We'll be the doer for propaganda and also for make more people fight because time for war, you must choose something for make people the anger go up, make them fight war. As we don't fight already, win them, we also need for withdraw those things them. If Cameroon, their president, be go right for France, go stand talk, say, okay, they don't try for assimilate we, it no work. They make their grand national dialogue, they accept, say, okay, we be right. Then we too will need for give away the thing they will adopt them because of anger. One of those things they will be adopt them because of anger, na the idea say, will not be being a part for Cameroon. This one, na just thing will be used for fight war. Now, na time too for we for gear up, na the things in that way the people's right, it don't gear back. Talk say, okay, we don't accept, say, yes, we'll be in a one country, but we'll still fight, say, we want for separate. You know mean that so we don't give up our fight for independence. No, we'll just give up nothing the way na lie. And I go explain that for una, make una understand. I be not explain that for una the idea where they for law, international law, where they call them, the succession of state. Succession of state, this theory, it talks about it. When two countries then merge, then come together, then create one country, they don't create a sovereign country. So the Cameroon will deal with them today, no be La Republique, no be French Cameroon. Even though they change the name back to La République du Cameroon, it no be changed now for one name because every country in name for United Nations, they register them for their own country talk. China, they write them for them for China. Japan, they write them for them for Japan. Ivory Coast, even though we call them say Ivory Coast, their official name na Côte d'Ivoire. So La République du Cameroon, their official name then na bilingual, two name. The Republic of Cameroon and La République du Cameroon. Just because that name, it look like the name where they be get them before they join we, it no means they're the same country. Because the sovereignty for this country, it evolved in the succession of state for international law from the joining of those two countries from Federal Republic of Cameroon, na time that way that new country be born for 1st of October 1961. So this new country where they, La République du Cameroon, French Cameroon where they, it don't just be the center government where they for day. The power evolved now from the Francophone Cameroon, whether they call them most international countries, they call and say French-led government. Because for the evolution of power for Cameroon, time will be joined La République du Cameroon, even though we come as two equal partners, we were not equal. Even though we come as two equal partners, we were not equal. They were an independent country where would join not them, would join something where it already exists. While leader they be no. Even though they be need for put mechanism they for protect we, they be no. Now why that way the president for French Cameroon, it will be the president, our own be a prime, it will be a prime vice president. And the president of Cameroon, it will give power for appoint and for fire our own prime minister at will. We fail for put in mechanism them for the meeting where be there for Fumban. Because La Republic be reject everything. And they be more stronger for influence we because we no be get the backing like a sovereign state will be already exist. We be na a people. A people means say we get the ability for choose for exercise self-determination. But when you don't go join person, you go married for divorce, not be only your opinion matter. They must ask una two una opinion. So our people that need for know say will not be in a separate part for La République du Cameroon. Will be in a part of that country, Cameroon. Cameroon be made up of two. The former British Southern Cameroon and the former French Cameroon. Any man we talk say na two sovereign country, one be done take over the other. No, they be formed na one country. La République du Cameroon be die. French Cameroon be die the day we then join we. The new country we dey now it belong to we two people them. Now either our territory now West Cameroon, their own na East Cameroon. So some person where they talk say will not be a part of that Cameroon, you dey forfeit our right for stand for argue things and within the law. And a wider way for the past year them they be the left Molanjo Litumbe and all those other advocate them for our right of self-determination for be out of prison because they no be the challenge the fact say Cameroon be na one. Cameroon be na one country. That one country it get two separate entity the way they inside. The only thing I say one, it accumulate all power for the president, we commander for the other side. The president for Cameroon, he evolved now for the francophone side. He represent the francophone government now either prime minister be now for we Ambazonia, but our prime minister for they be useless. So people the way they talk so will not be a minority them. They make no mistake. They receive follow na propaganda way will be the maker. Of course, when we are joined together, the small population where they be a minority. For Canada, the people them for Quebec, them be a minority. But then get protection them where even safeguard their right of self-determination even within Canada. So we need for no say we be go join La République. That joining it be happen through constitutional union. Now say the country it be transformed in a way not in order to protect our right as minority them. Now wider way for the principle of state succession, Jongu Foncha it be referred to French Cameroon as formal. And a wider one assisted for Canada for the negotiation where Canada government be there for day, UN be there for day. The document come out the right time for they say former British Southern Cameroon because they refer to us as former thing way be done pass. French Cameroon they refer to them as former French Cameroon. Now why that way Cameroon need to celebrate their own Independence Day again because for them that their history it be done already passed. But we would want to celebrate our 1st of October because it be very important for we because we never ever get a meaningful say on how that country it be. We never ever secure our own side because of our politicians them. They be reckless. We must take responsibility for the mistakes and the action of our own representatives them and their own incompetence them. Will suffer another effect. We'll be ready at every time for debate any Ambazonians on this topic because we don't interact with country them for hear their opinion. We don't get international expert them for investigate, for look into the archive of the United Nations, for tell us exactly the status of our territory. But you must know the truth and you must get the ability for accept reasoning. Otherwise, you live in a form of madness and extremism. All our leaders, they know the truth, but we must tell the truth for our people. The time we were our leader be just dinner for the instigate we because we be there that people where they know no left to right. We just listen any type of thing they accept them because we system will be feel the pain of marginalization. We will feel the pain of annihilation of our identity. We'll be joined La République du Cameroon with the intention for preserve our uniqueness, our identity. We want to get that flag back, for be able to hoist our flag like Northern Ireland, forget our football team like Northern Ireland, forget our international engagement with the rest of the world like Northern Ireland. even as one country, but as two people. We want for English make it be the dominant language. We want our common law to be the jurisdiction for inside our territory. We don't want we French law inside our territory. Yes, we fit talk French for inside Amazonia, but the language for that land is English. We don't want we corrupt Cameroon police them, where their job now for begin harass our own people them, take money, human life, be any use for them. We want fire brigade now our own pikin never kumba, now our own people pikin never kosala. Now they go be fire brigade them. They go get that heart for go lost fire when it born because they know saying for their village where he did it. We want exclusive power for lawmaking within our territory under certain jurisdiction them. We want a new social contract. We want complete devolution of power and authority for inside Amazonia. Devolution no be just only the best way for we, not the only attainable way for we to get independence in the future. God bless you now all. Capo Daniel looking out for you, signing off.